This is the regular meeting of the Bellflower City Council. It's Monday, February 22nd, 2021, and it's 7 p.m. Before we begin, please note that all public meetings will be recorded. When a participant logs in via their computer or calls in to join the meeting, their name and/or phone number will be visible to all participants. Unless you are providing public comment, your audio will be muted and your video will be disabled. Persons wishing to be audience members to the meeting may do so anonymously. Anonymous participants, however, will not be recognized for public comment. Persons who seek to bypass the city's host controls will be dropped and blocked from the meeting. Thank you for cooperation. Madam City Clerk, please the roll call.
Councilmember Sanchez,
Here.
Councilmember Santinas,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Dutton,
Here.
Councilmember Hamada,
Here.
Mayor Coops.
Here. So let the record show that all council members are present. Begin with council announcements. I'll begin. The Bellflower Digital Card Program continues to benefit both the local businesses that have been hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic and customers who have been hurt by the economic fallout. The website, www.buybellflower.com, is a new one-stop shop for purchasing digital gift cards from participating Bellflower merchants. These gift cards be purchased now and redeemed at a later date, which keeps the shopping simple and safe. Over 35 merchants are selling digital gift cards ranging from restaurants to retail goods to personal services. Discounts have been provided by the city to encourage local spending. Purchases will receive bonus dollars for each gift card purchase, i.e. 25% discount on purchase of $100, a 20% discount on purchase of $25 to $99, and Bellflower merchants can register for free. For information, call 562-804-1424, extension 2249. Mayor Pro Tem Ray Dutton, you ready for your report?
Yes, Mayor Coops. Thank you very much. Preparations are underway for the Spring Basket program this year. In order to assist more children in the community, the baskets will be distributed to a broader group of students this year, including preschool through 8th grade. Due to the COVID-19, we are unable to accept in-person donations as we have in the past. We are kindly requesting monetary donations or gift card donations so that we can purchase books, toys, and school supplies to make it for the baskets. Donations will be accepted through March 1st. For more information on the program, please contact the Recreation Coordinator, Michelle Navarro, at 562-804-1424, extension 2331. Or you can contact her on email at mnavarro@bellflower.org. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Dutton. Council Member Sonny Santinas.
Thank you, Mayor. As part of the Bellflower Honors Program, brick dedications are now available to order online for the favorite collection area at the Veterans Memorial. The cost is $125, and all donors will receive a replica brick with the same inscription. This opportunity is ongoing until all bricks have sold. The bricks can be ordered securely online at www.bricksrus.com/donor site/Bellflower Honors. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Santinas. Council Member Raymond Hamada.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Let's see, staff continues to reach out to interested Bellflower seniors to check on their well-being, we can assess their current needs, and connect them to available resources. The calls also provide some well-needed social interaction that helps promote mental well-being. There are currently 30 Bellflower seniors who can enroll in the Senior Wellness Check program. So interested seniors, please, you can contact the city and you can register by calling 562-866-8614. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Hamada. Councilmember Victor Sanchez.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The LEAD program, which stands for Leadership Experience and Development Volunteer Program, has returned and will run for 10 weeks. The program provides high school students with volunteer experience while teaching them job skills and the importance of community involvement. They will continue to meet every Tuesday for the duration of the program. And I am excited to share that the LEAD program has been nominated for a California Park and Recreation Society Award of Excellence. Winners will be announced in February and will be recognized at the CPR's virtual statewide conference in March. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Sanchez. At this time, we're going to have a presentation. Kevin Sales from KJ Services is going to share a presentation of the student recognition for the Community Recycling Artwork Contest. Deputy City Clerk, will you please share the screen with Mr. Sales?
Can you hear me okay, Mr. Mayor and Council?
Yes, we can.
Okay, let me see if I can get the screen here. Okay, is the screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for letting me come and take a few minutes today. I want to share with you about the 2021 Community Recycling Awareness Calendar. As you may know, the city has been sponsoring an artwork contest with an environmental theme for fifth graders for the past 22 years. This program is funded by a grant that's received from the state of California, the California Department of Recycling and Resources Recovery. Now, the artwork's been used over the years for posters, newspaper ads, but for the past several years for a calendar. And that's what I want to show you tonight. And I want to share with you 13 students, some of who, as I was waiting to begin, I noticed were in the audience for this meeting tonight. So I'm glad to see them. So all the artwork are done by fifth graders. Normally in the past, we go out and do a presentation at the schools. Obviously this year we couldn't do that because of the COVID. So we set up a remote presentation that the students could access so they could still participate. So we have 13 winners this evening from 4 different elementary schools. The winners will be receiving a certificate of achievement from the city of Bellflower, along with a previously awarded medal and $50 gift card to each of the students. And for the students and parents and any teachers or principals that might be listening in, we're going to get those award certificates to the schools this coming week. So I'm very proud of all these students. They did a great job. So let's see if we can move forward here and show you what they've done. So this is Ernesto Esparza. He is our grand prize winner this year from Ramona Elementary School. Ernesto did a great job. His art was featured on the cover of the calendar and also on the first inside page. So a great work, and we appreciate it very much. The first prize winner was Laura Tupo from Williams Elementary School, and her art was featured in January. So if you have the calendar, you have to go back a month to enjoy Laura's artwork, but she did a great job as well. This is Emma Villa's artwork. Emma is from Pyle Elementary School and was one of our winners as well this year. So her artwork is featured obviously as well. This is Gabriela Amaral and her artwork. She's from Ramona as well. We had quite a few entries from Ramona. They did a great job this year as well as all the other schools. Riley Williams artwork from Ramona Elementary School, Mr. Ellis's class. I think Mr. Ellis had 2 or 3 winners this year. Great job over there. This is Genesis Gonzalez from Ernie Pyle Elementary School. They also were represented with a couple of students this year. So her artwork, when people choose to recycle, it makes things better. Absolutely. This is Christian Meddy, also from Mr. Ellis's class. Remember to always recycle. So Christian, we really appreciate your artwork and making our calendar great this year. This is Brian Sanchez, yet another Ramona Elementary School student from Mrs. Robles's class. I know Mrs. Robles is listening in, so thank you to you and to all your students for doing such a great job and helping us out this year with the 2021 calendar. This is Ashmeen Carr. Her artwork from Williams Elementary School did a terrific job. As a matter of fact, if my memory serves me correctly, I believe that either her sister or one of her relatives was one of our winners last year as well. So they're doing a great job there at Williams and always participating each year, and that's terrific. Allison Cabrera from Ramona, another student from Mrs. Robles' class. Don't throw away bottles, recycle them. Thank you for that reminder. It's always good to recycle those bottles. This is Anutis Paredes' artwork from Ramona Elementary School as well. Another of Mrs. Robles' very talented students. Terrific job there with your artwork. And this is Anthony Rapalo's artwork from Woodruff. And you know, it's funny, last year I remember we had all the students into City Council. It's a shame we can't do that this year, but maybe next year we'll be able to have all the winners in there as well. And then last but not least, this is Jacob Corsino's artwork. He's going to be in December, so you got something to look forward to the end of the year, along with everything else. So Jacob did a terrific job with his art as well. So I want to say thank you to all these students who were featured in this year's calendar. If there's anyone out there who wants to get a copy of this calendar, they are available at a couple of places. A little difficult this year because of the lockdown, but they are at City Hall, they're at the Public Works Yard. And I want to mention specifically to the students who are listening, if you or your parents or your family need any additional copies, please just let your teacher or your principal know, and I'll be happy to get them delivered back down to the school so you guys can come by and pick up some more copies. And with that, Mr. Mayor, I think I'm finished. So I want to thank you for giving me the time to share with you. And I guess that's it for me this evening. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Mr. Sales. We appreciate you participating with us every year and look forward to seeing you again next year. And have a good evening.
Thank you.
All right, public comments. Mr. Stewart.
This is the time set aside for the public to address the City Council on matters not listed on the agenda. Those wishing to speak on an agenda item must utilize one of the methods listed on page 2 of the agenda. You will be given 3 minutes to address the City Council. Attempts to provide comment at times not designated on the agenda may result in the city dropping you from the meeting.
If you'd like to speak, please use the raised hand feature. If by computer, it appears under the Participants tab. If by phone app, it will appear under the More button at the bottom right-hand corner. Or if by telephone, press the number 9 to raise your hand. You will be called upon in the order received. You can then unmute your microphone so that you can provide your comments. Do we have any public comments this evening?
Mayor, I'll give the public a moment to utilize the feature.
Thank you.
I see a raised hand for Dan Davis. Let me go ahead and set the timer and then you may begin, Mr. Davis.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Davis,
Yeah.
go right ahead.
Okay. Okay. I want to start by apologizing for anything I say, and I'm a little upset. I'm not an owner of the business, but I offered to call you guys for it. I'm calling about the massage therapy business, Joy's Massage Therapy, and also Lucky Massage over on Lakewood. Joy's Massage is located right around the corner from Mr. Coop's business. I'm making a plea here for Joy's Massage Therapy and Lucky's to survive. I know the decision's already been made to destroy these businesses. It appears you have already been successful. Joy has done everything she could to survive the pandemic and all the requirements that Bellflower set up. She filed for the conditional use permit. She filed for the variance. She paid the money. You had a time limit. It was delayed because you guys shut down and we shut down. And everything was going along, and then you decided that none of the businesses in California or in Bellflower would be authorized to survive, and you're shutting them all down. She's had zero issues, any kind of problems in the last year, 10 years she's been here. She's met all the COVID requirements. She's met all the city requirements. She's paid for the conditional use permit. She paid the variance. She's made major investments in the business. And she had to be shut down for most of the year, along with Lucky's Massage. And all this during the pandemic. Joy and Lucky are losing everything. Bellflower is making no allowance or consideration for everything that has gone down in 2020. Unless it's, I wish at least had the courtesy to come down and see what the business looks like that you're shutting down. The shopping center doesn't want to get them out. The people or customers don't want her to leave. It's the city hall that's shutting this business down for no good reason. And I'll add one last thing. There's nothing illegal going on in these businesses. They're not prostitutes. They're business ladies that's trying to support their families. And they've been crushed. That's about all I've got to say. I know it's not going to make any difference. They asked me to talk because they're not capable of doing it right now, not with everything that's gone, not after losing everything. Okay, I guess you can have your time back.
All right, thank you for your testimony.
Mayor, I have a raised hand for Liliana Olivares. Okay, Ms. Olivares, you may begin when ready.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and Council. My name is Liliana Olivares. I'm the lead case manager at Kingdom Causes Bellflower. I would like to share the number of people who have received assistance at Kingdom Causes. Over the last 3 months, our outreach team has been connecting 69 new individuals to medical services, mental health services, and mainstream benefits. We have assisted 21 households, which is 51 individuals total, with our rental assistance program. We are still accepting referrals for this program, so if anyone is interested in applying, they can call our office at 562-804-2189 for more information. We have also assisted 83 individuals in receiving medical services at the St. John's Mobile Clinic, which comes to the Neighborhood Christian Fellowship Church in Bellflower every second and fourth Thursday of the month. And I have 2 updates for the office. Due to COVID-19, the community center is only opened on Mondays from 1 to 1:30 p.m. and Tuesdays through Thursdays from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 1 to 1:30 p.m. for mail pickups and donation drop-offs. Kingdom Causes is also hiring an intake coordinator and a case manager. Interested applicants can apply online and in person at Kingdom Causes office or online at kcbellflower.org. Thank you for your time.
Mayor, I'm seeing no further raised hands at this time.
All right, appreciate it very much. And
Mr. Mayor, I'm
yes.
sorry if I may. I just wanted to state for the record that we did receive a public comment prior to the meeting from Mr. Ken Letourneau.
Yes, and I think that's been transmitted to the council, so we've read what he was announcing. All right, we'll move on to public hearings. Number 9, which there are none this evening. Number 10, ordinance and resolutions for consideration. Brings us to 11A, a consideration item. Mr. Stewart.
This is consideration possible action to adopt resolution number 21-15, a resolution adopted pursuant to Bellflower Municipal Code 14.08.050B, renewing permit number CUP-CU-CAN 17-14 NC3 Systems Inc. DBA Deli by Caliva from February 28th, 21 to May 28th, 21.
So who will be providing our staff report?
Mr. Mayor, I will.
All right, thank you.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor and members of the City Council. This item is to consider adopting Resolution 21-15 to renew Caliva's CBP or cannabis business permit for an additional 3 months while they complete their modification application for their current cannabis business permit. On February 8th, 2021, the City Council authorized staff to accept modification applications from current permittees that desired to make minimal modifications to their business entity. Caliva has requested an extension of their current CBP while they complete this application process, which includes live scan and staff and city attorney review. And this is a resolution that would extend that. I'm available for any questions along with Hirsch Jane from Caliva.
Does that complete your staff report?
And that completes my report.
Mayor Pro Tem Dutton, have you any questions of the staff report?
No, Mayor, it's pretty cut and dry in the background. We've been kind of following this and doing some ordinance reconstruction and whatnot as we did. And so I'm kind of familiar with what's going on, and I think it's the right thing to do. That's all.
Thank you. Councilmember Sonny Sanyanez.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a correction and a question. In the in the title of the resolution, it should be May 28, 2021. I think that's the intent, but it was typed as May 27.
Oh, well, we can update that. Thank you.
Yeah, please, because in section 2 it's correct. It's May 28. So I want to make sure that it's not inconsistent. Question, Ms. Stover.
Yes.
Is this sufficient time for them to get all this taken care of?
It should be sufficient time. I believe that the only thing that could delay it would be a live scan result, but 3 months should be sufficient.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Sanyanez. Councilmember Raymond Hamada.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Yes, we've had some very good discussion over the past month or so here about process for this, and my colleague has caught the typos. So definitely nothing further on that from me. So, and also we're getting word from staff that this should be adequate time. So that'll be it. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Hamada. Councilmember Victor Sanchez.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No comments, no questions. My colleagues have answered or have brought enough sufficient comments. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam City Clerk, are there anybody that would like to offer any questions or testimony in the public?
Mayor, I'll give the public a moment to utilize the feature. Mayor, I'm not seeing any raised hands at this time.
Thank you very much. So colleagues, I am looking for a motion on this item.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion for the City Council of Bellflower to adopt Resolution 21-15 as corrected.
Second, Hamada.
All right, so we have a motion by Sonny Sanyanez, supported by Councilmember Raymond Hamada. Please take the roll.
Councilmember Sanchez,
Aye.
Councilmember Santinas,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Dutton,
Aye.
Councilmember Hamada,
Aye.
Mayor Coops.
Aye. For number 12, the consent calendar. Are there any items the council members wish to pull for separate discussion or consideration?
Not seeing anybody pulling anything, Mayor. I'll make a motion to approve the consent calendar.
Okay, second, Hamada.
All right, we have a motion by Mayor Pro Tem Dutton and a support by Councilmember Raymond Hamada. Please provide the roll.
Councilmember Sanchez,
Aye.
Councilmember Santinas,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Dutton,
Aye.
Councilmember Hamada,
Aye.
Mayor Coops.
Aye. All right, ready for council comments. Councilmember Victor Sanchez, why don't you start us off?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to share that a cohort of Bellflower residents are out in Texas right now identifying a avenue in which the city of Bellflower and anyone in the community who donates items such as toiletries or any other basic necessities for the families and the communities of Texas who are impacted right now will be able to donate, and we'll transport that out there. So it's about a few individuals from Bellflower here, from the Kynack Factory, Hollywood Sports, and a few other local businesses. So just want to share that. More information will be coming up this week, as it's going to be a quick turnaround. They're hoping to get all the items by the end of the weekend, and drive them up on Monday, March 1st. And so just want to share that it's just amazing to see residents of Bellflower impacting and trying to make a difference at a regional or at a larger scale. With that, I just have one question for staff, if it's appropriate. I can't remember if it's appropriate or not. So you'll have to bear with me. Is it appropriate for me to ask for a question, Mr. Mayor, at this time?
Yeah, ask a question.
Okay, I just have a quick question for our planning director, Ms. Corpus. With relations to what's the fee structure for an appeal process for Joys and Lucky's, for them to appeal to the Planning Commission? I'm just curious to know what the fee is.
Mr. Mayor, it's approximately $2,300.
And they're still within the right, or have they, has a time lapse on that as well?
The appeal period ended today, and we did receive one appeal from Lucky Massage.
Very good. Thank you for that information, Ms. Corpus. All right, that concludes my comment, my questions at this time, Mr. Mayor. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember Sanchez. Councilmember Sandy Inez.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to piggyback on Councilmember Sanchez's comment on the massage parlor. And I think I want to set the record straight that the gentleman who spoke mentioned that the City Hall was shut down. Mr. Stewart, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think City Hall shut down ever during the pandemic.
No.
It was operated during for reduced hours, but you never shut down.
No, we were shut down. We took appointments. Phones were always available. Somebody's always answering phones, and City Hall was open with the exception of a 2-week period between the holidays, New Year's holiday and Christmas holiday.
Yeah, but City Hall was open at any point in time. Okay. Also on February 9th, I participated in the community policing program conducted by our public safety department. I want to publicly commend Sacramento Ramos for hosting the program, although there was some kind of interruption, social media interruption, but I think he stayed on track and I was able to share the message with all the participants. And finally, I am very excited, Mr. Mayor, to report that as part of my work with the sanitation district, the personnel committee met 3 long meetings, 3 hours each, but we finally had an agreement. As you know, sanitation district, just like most of the cities, owe a lot of money for their pension. In fact, there's about $460 million of unfunded accrued liability. But to solve which the sanitation district pays 7% interest to PERS. At the same time, the sanitation district has a solid waste fund to basically fund the post-closure maintenance of Puente Hills and Espadra at about $585 million. So what we did is we're going to borrow that money from the Puente Hills closure maintenance program and pay the unfunded liability, because the investment is only paying 1% interest. So the good news here is over a period of time of about 20 years, the sanitation district will save a whopping $250 million. So I just want to share this with you because starting this week, all the districts will be voting for this item on the agenda. And I hope that all districts will vote for it. So that's all, Mr. Mayor. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. San Ynez. Mayor Pro Tem Ray Dunton.
Thank you, Mayor Coops. I don't have much to say in closing comments tonight, other than it sure feels good that the weather's warming up. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your commentary. Councilmember Raymond Hamada.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Let's see, on the 17th, Councilman Sanchez and I attended the California Contract Cities Association board meeting, and we heard from County Supervisor Holly Mitchell, and again, as a past legislator, and she's got quite a bit of budget background. She is very open to definitely working with cities, and she loves hearing from cities to see where we can move this county and state forward. So it was a good session, and I wanted to this time maybe give some time back to PJ. I believe we have some great news, PJ, rather, about the lead.
Yes, thank you, Councilmember Hamada. We received the award that was mentioned earlier in the meeting during the opening comments. So we received the Award of Excellence from CPRS, and I'm very proud of our staff and the LEAD program, and especially the staff that developed the program and made a very large pivot during this pandemic, and we went completely virtual. And we're still training these young kids and getting them some experience and training. And we're very excited to receive this award. It's a statewide award. And this is our second award that we've received from CPRS. The last one was in, I believe, 2014 for marketing in our summer brochure. So we're very excited to receive this award.
Mm-hmm. Yes, big time congratulations to the Park and Rec staff. Okay, thank you, PJ. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Hamada. Yeah, PJ, that's a big deal. When I seen that email you sent this morning, gave me goosebumps to think that even these trying times that you're able to put together a program that's appreciated and honored by those around us. So we're going to adjourn this meeting to 5:30 p.m. Monday, March 5th, 2021. We stand adjourned.